And that's it from the ITV Nightly News for now and for this week. From all the team here tonight, goodbye. Have a good weekend.
Good evening. Well, the good news is we shouldn't see any frost in the next few days as things are getting milder now, but very unsettled. Showers around, and on Sunday, something rather more than showers spreading across many southern areas. A wet and windy spell to come. More of that later on. There's a few showers around just now. Eventually, they should become confined to the more coastal areas, inland becoming mostly dry, and it won't be a cold night anywhere. Temperatures generally in the range 9 in the north to 12 across some southern parts of England and Wales. So tomorrow starts off mild, bright in some places, but there'll already be some showers around. They'll become more widespread and quite possibly heavy in the afternoon. The odd rumble of thunder quite possible. A few places staying dry through the afternoon, but not many. And the far northeast of Scotland will again be very reluctant to cheer up. Rather grey and damp scene here for much of the day. On the plus side, temperatures will be pretty good. 16 or 17 is quite possible in the brightest areas. 17 is 63 Fahrenheit. But that will be tempered somewhat by quite a blustery southerly wind. Those winds especially strong near the heavy and squally showers. Now on Sunday we've got that wet weather looming in the south quite early on. A spell of, well, 3 or 4 hours of quite heavy rain, quite possible, moving steadily northwards through the day, accompanied by some very strong winds, especially across southern and eastern parts of England. That's something to watch out for over the next 24 hours or so. We'll keep you posted. Elsewhere, some sunshine, but fairly limited. On the plus side, though, remaining mild. Temperatures in the range 13 to 16 Celsius. So a very unsettled weekend to come, I'm afraid. That's it. Here's a summary.
Powergen. Power, whatever the weather.
For 13 years, Roger Cook has been righting wrongs.
That's the car you stole.
For 125 programmes, Roger Cook has been facing abuse. In a new programme, he reopens many of his most famous cases.
You have taken other people's money.
Roger Cook's Greatest Hits, Monday 8:30 ITV.
Back to tonight, and in just a moment, from the region's news leader, it's the Late Friday Update with Lindsay Ashwood.
At Comet, we're lowering our prices. Forever.
We've started by lowering the price of over 300 top products.
And as we continuously check over 15,000 prices every week, we can guarantee that the Comet price will always be low.
So, we won't need these anymore?
Lowering our prices forever?
That's common sense!
Hello, I'm Alan Darlow, and I'm chairman of Darlow's Estate Agents. I have over 80 offices with over 700 staff, and I believe we go further than anyone else.
Is this finally the back of Alan Darlow? Something most other estate agents would love to see?
No, it's just the beginning.
Darlow's, Darlow's.
All right.
Why have you got so many holes, mate?
It's okay, look at cold.
Oh, it's me. Don't, no. Get.
Oh, it's all right. All right.
All right. No way. Give me them. Give me some.
No, honestly, no, no.
McCain home fries. You just can't help yourself.
The Second World War in colour, on video. A unique and vivid insight into events that have shaped our world. For the first time, original colour footage of history's darkest hour is now available on video. War is never black and white.
At Comet, you can buy this Iowa multi-play mini-disc and CD hi-fi at this price. That's Comet Sense.
Hello, good evening. More than 500 West Country workers face the prospect of losing their jobs tonight. It follows a decision by Marks & Spencer to cancel exclusive orders with Baird clothing. Now, staff at factories in Somerset and North Devon face an uncertain future. In the first of two reports, John Walmsley has the reaction from Bridgwater.
Here at the company's factory in Bridgwater, which makes lingerie for Marks & Spencer's, the 170 workforce, mostly women, heard the news this morning. There wasn't great surprise. There had been rumours circulating around the factory for some time. And their anger isn't directed at Baird's, it's directed at M&S.
Been rumours for ages and ages now, so just, we'll never shop in Marks & Spencer's again.
What's your reaction to the news?
Devastated.
While the number of jobs under threat in Bridgwater is put at 170, the number of people affected could be double that. Many of the women workers are in a job share scheme. By coincidence, Bridgwater does not have a Marks & Spencer's. A good thing, perhaps, as it's not the most popular brand name in this community. John Walmsley for West Country News.
Here in Barnstable, 200 jobs are at risk. If the factory does close, then Barnstable will have lost its second clothing manufacturer in as many years, on both occasions due to lost contracts with Marks & Spencer. Staff at Baird's left work for the weekend under a cloud of uncertainty. The clothing manufacturer's contract with M&S runs out in the spring. The high street retailer has ended the association for economic reasons, so it can provide cheaper prices for its customers. Clothing unions today expressed grave concern for workers in both West Country factories. No one from Baird was available for interview, but the company made this statement.
Baird expects that significant redundancies and restructuring costs will result from M&S's decision to discontinue its relationship with Baird. Baird will commence discussions next week with M&S regarding mitigation of the impact on Baird of M&S's decision.
Baird's workers now face the agonising wait to see if they'll lose their jobs. Seth Conway in Barnstable for West Country News.
Meanwhile, the government's unveiled its vision to improve the South West's economy today. The new master plan provides a blueprint for local businesses and councils to work to during the next 10 years. It's calling for the development of better communications and transport within the region and new investment in emerging high-tech industries. Dog owners are being warned to keep their pets on a tighter leash after more than 150 sheep died trying to escape a dog that ran amok in their field last night. Around £7,000 worth of the sheep have now been lost. Now the farmer from Bretton Clovelly says he may be forced to quit farming altogether. A demonstration's been held in Truro today to demand the government end the badger cull in Cornwall. The tests are being carried out to establish if there's a link between badgers and TB in cattle, but the research is being hampered by some animal rights protesters who claim they've already disrupted the cull in East Cornwall. Time now for more news in your area.
Good evening. Companies responsible for the development of the former Tahiti Hospital in Camborne have been fined tens of thousands of pounds for breaching health and safety regulations. Raven Cornwall Limited was ordered to pay £40,000 plus £25,000 in costs. The second firm, DLK Limited, was fined £15,000 plus £5,000 costs. The businesses were charged after failing to deal properly with asbestos found when the hospital was being converted into luxury homes. The Environment Agency in the South West has told the minister responsible for flood defences, Elliot Morley, that it's facing a serious shortfall in funding. Mr Morley was in Perranporth to celebrate the completion of a culvert to funnel waters under the town centre. It's hoped it will prevent floods for at least the next century. Mr Morley said other areas in urgent need would still have to wait. 36 jobs could be lost at Compare Holman in Camborne. Managers say a difference in skill levels means the jobs will have to go by the start of next year. 340 people currently work on the site, which produces compressors. Bosses say they're looking for voluntary redundancies. It's today been confirmed that the country's first lobster hatchery will be opened in Cornwall next year. The final funding has been put in place to turn the old kipper house in Padstow into a home for the scheme. Fishermen will take pregnant lobsters to the hatchery when their young will be nurtured to boost stocks. And happy birthday RNES Culdrose's Jetstream, it's 21 today. The Royal Navy plane is used for training. That's it, bye-bye.
Finally, a Devon man who overcame mine blast injuries to compete in some of the world's toughest endurance events has received an honorary degree today. Chris Moon was injured 5 years ago while working to clear mines in Cambodia. Since then, he's competed in ultramarathons around the world, raising money for people killed or maimed by landmines. That's it from me. Good night.
West Country Weather, sponsored by Stay Bright Windows and Conservatories, the clear choice in any weather.
Good evening. Well, tonight we're seeing more cloud and thundery showers blowing across the region. Towards the east, though, the showers will be lighter, and it's here that we'll see the most frequent dry spells. Tomorrow we'll see more of the same. Cloud and widespread showers will plague the region, broken occasionally by sunny spells. Temperatures will reach around 17 Celsius in the afternoon, will be overshadowed by more heavy and thundery showers. A windy day with fresh to strong southerly winds. That's all from me. Good night.
West Country Weather, sponsored by Stay Bright Windows and Conservatories.
The National Television Awards.
Find out what you, the viewer, really thought of the programmes you watched this year.
Live Tuesday at 8 on ITV.
Don't be an embarrassment. Make it one step beyond a grey day and join the return of the Las Palmas 7, as next, They Call It Madness.
It's the quarter-finals, and Wales are nearing their goal.
The decision is the try.
But not all things are going according to plan.
Oh, so close. This is a try. Has to be.
And they'll be hoping for improvement against the Wallabies.
And it's a burst from Latham.
Wales versus Australia, tomorrow, 2:30 on ITV.
Rekindle those cherished memories with Century, a unique Carlton video capturing the past 100 years of West Country life. A moving tribute with first-hand accounts and rare archive footage of life in the West Country as it really was. For your copy, phone 01752 204 020. Pass on those memories to the new millennium with Century, the gift of a lifetime.
Buying a car? Confused? One company gives you all the facts, whether it's new or used. This company provides service, parts and accident repair facilities that set new standards from Plymouth to Penzance. But their strength comes from the team, who've been voted #1 by customers for unrivaled service no fewer than 5 times. This company, famous for Ford, has now added Mazda to the group and is expanding even further. Get the facts from Vospers. We've 50 years of customers behind us.
Landmark are uncovering some amazing deals, like the Joy 2-seater and 2-seater Maxi. 2 leather sofas for $799. The all-leather Claudia 2 and 3-seaters, both for just $699. At Landmark, there's interest-free credit, no deposit, and you pay nothing till February. This 3-seater Mahler, just $499. The Nicole 2 and 3-seaters, both for $899. With removable covers. Hurry, there's hundreds of selected suites still available for Christmas delivery. What are you waiting for?
Do you know what the capital of England is? E.
Do mummies have girls and daddies have boys?
Robinson's Original now has 5 new vitamins.
Grandad, when Colin dies, will he go to Devon?
Robinson's Original now with vitamins. Feed their imagination.
The ITV Saturday main event. He erases your past.
Don't move. You're dead.
To protect your future. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Your luggage.
Eraser.
You've just been erased.
Where's this?
Earth, welcome.
Arnold Schwarzenegger in the ITV movie premiere, Saturday at 8:55, Eraser.
Now on Carlton, for the next hour, it's complete madness.
Hey, you. Hey, don't listen. Enter!
It's time.
What is the time?
Time you're on stage.
What? Run me a bath now!
There's always one in every group. Always the one that has to be funnier and get more attention. And in a band of 7 exhibitionists, that takes some doing. But one way of doing it is to always be late.
Driver! Camden Town, post haste.